Everybody, I'm going to talk you through a little bit of tricky parts on the Shedakov March xylophone part. At the beginning, you're going to have some left-hand lead parts. I have a sheet of music that has the stickings written in that I'm going to put on canvas on that site so that you know what those stickings are to make it a little bit easier, especially if we want to go faster and do that quarter note equals 108 speed. So at the beginning it'll start left hand and you double the right for the first part, and then when you play that part that goes F, G, A flat, you're going to start that left hand lead like that. So if I add those two parts together, then I'm going to double my left down from the A flat to the F and then alternate to the G. So it goes like this. Left, left, right. Then we go on and progress to the rest of it, which is put the stickings on the music and you can follow along there. Then the next part that's a tricky part is to take that roll, the half note. We're going to roll that half note, single stroke roll on the D, and when we play the D, we're going to end it on count 1, which is the note C. So it will be ready, and here it is. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop on C, count 1. So I'm in the second measure. Let's practice that second measure really slow. 1 and 2 and here it goes. 3 and 4 and so we release the roll on our left hand, which is on the C, beat 1 of measure 3. Okay, that is how you would do that, and then add a little crescendo there on that half note, similar to what the winds would do. Okay, so if I did it from the beginning, just the first two measures to the downbeat C of measure 3. Okay, here it is. Do, da, da, and ready, and here it is. 3 and 4. That's how we would do that, first two measures. And then we would continue on, except the last half note of that line, that last half note, we're gonna take a breath there. We're not gonna hold it all the way to beat 1 like we would normally do. We're gonna take a little tiny breath. So it would sound like this from the beginning. 1 and 2 and ready, and here we go. We go on to the second line, which starts just like the first line, right? So then we continue on throughout that first two lines, and then when you get to A, we have a first ending and a second ending. So make sure when you play A, you do the first ending, then repeat back to A, play again, skip the first ending, go to the second ending. On this one, similar on that half note in the second measure of A, you would do a little crescendo there and try to connect that roll, end it on the A flat of the last measure of the line where A is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start at A. I start with my right hand on A flat, and then I have my F on the left hand. So it starts out with a little accent. So if I have an accent that's forte, it's going to boost it up to fortissimo. So I'm going to go. Crescendo. Now notice where I'm attacking and where I'm releasing all of these notes. It's very, very important that you add those attacks and releases in the correct spot and have a lot of fun. And don't forget, single stroke roll. If you need to practice a single stroke roll to get it to sound smooth on a xylophone, I would take and just do, like with a metronome, quarter notes, then eighth notes, even, 16th, whoops, I hit the last note wrong, but that's okay. The point is you're going from quarter notes, 1/8 notes, 1/16 notes to 32nd notes, all with a metronome. When you click that in the background, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and each one is da 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 da. It doubles, right? So if that's my beat, 1, 2, this is what you would practice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Double. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now at 32nd notes, it's very fast. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. It's very hard to say quickly, but you can think it probably faster than you can say it. But the main thing is to keep both hands, the height, the sound very, very even. And when you're playing that roll, you want your right hand over your left hand. So my right, I don't know if you can see that, my right is over my left and I'm in the center of the bar. So I'm not side by side like snare drum would be. Can't do that because the bar's not big enough. So I have to put my right over the left and alternate. Okay, have fun.